Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. What if the secret to making millions was to stop trying to make money? What if chasing the bag is exactly why it keeps running from you? There's a man in Japan, quiet, private, low-key mysterious, who never wrote a single word for money. No market research, no viral strategy, no how to game the algorithm. And yet, he became one of the richest, most globally successful novelists alive. His name, Haruki Murakami. And this isn't just a story about writing. This is a story about assets, about long-term leverage, about why money chases creators who build worlds, not paychecks. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to look at income very differently. Murakami wasn't born into literary royalty. He wasn't some Ivy League golden child. He wasn't groomed to be a best-selling novelist. He grew up in Japan. Quiet kid, introverted, obsessed with music, especially American jazz. While other kids were studying traditional Japanese literature, Murakami was vibing to Miles Davis and the Beatles. He loved American culture. That matters, because even before he made money, he was building taste, and taste is invisible capital. In his 20s, he didn't become a writer. He opened a jazz bar in Tokyo. Let that sink in. While other future authors were grinding out manuscripts, Murakami was serving drinks and spinning vinyl. The bar was called Peter Cat, and for years, that was his life. Stable, predictable, profitable enough. He had income, but not leverage. One day, Murakami was sitting at a baseball game. Nothing dramatic, just a regular afternoon. Then something weird happened. He heard the crack of the bat, and in that exact moment, he thought, I think I can write a novel. No plan, no outline, no business model, just a feeling. Most people ignore that voice. Murakami didn't. He went home, started writing at night after closing the bar. Not for money, not for fame, just because he felt pulled. That first novel, it won a literary prize in Japan. But here's the crazy part. He didn't quit his business immediately. He kept the bar running because he wasn't chasing success. He was protecting stability while building skill. That's asset thinking. Then came the breakthrough. In 1987, he released Norwegian Wood, and boom, it exploded in Japan. Millions of copies sold. He became a literary rock star overnight. Money flooded in. But here's the twist. He hated the fame. He felt overwhelmed. So what did he do? He left Japan, moved to Europe, then to America. Why? To protect his creative energy. Most people, when money hits, double down on visibility. Murakami disappeared because he wasn't optimizing for attention. He was optimizing for longevity. Let that hit you. Here's where the money angle gets serious. Murakami started getting translated into English. Now, he wasn't just earning yen. He was earning dollars, global royalties, international publishing rights, university speaking invitations in the US. He even spent time teaching in America. His audience expanded. His income multiplied, not because he chased US money, but because he built stories that crossed borders. That's the power of global assets. When you create something scalable, currency differences work in your favor. He didn't just write books, he built intellectual property. And intellectual property, that's forever money. You want to know something wild? Murakami wakes up at 4 a.m. every day when writing a novel, writes for 5 to 6 hours straight, then runs. Yes, runs. He's completed marathons. Why? Because he believes creativity is endurance, and endurance creates consistency, and consistency creates compounding. See where this is going? While people chase viral success, Murakami built systems, daily writing, physical training, mental solitude. He treated creativity like an athlete treats training camp. That's why money followed him, because discipline builds assets, and assets generate income long after effort stops. Oops, let's talk numbers, because at some point, curiosity kicks in. Okay, cool story, but how much money are we talking about? Here's what we know. When Haruki Murakami released Norwegian Wood, it sold millions of copies in Japan alone. Now let's break this down. Average royalty rate for a best-selling author is 10 to 15% of retail price. If a book sells for $15 to $20, author earns roughly $1.50 to $3 per copy. Now imagine 4 million copies. Even a $2 royalty per book, that's $8 million. And that's just one title, just one country. Now add international translations, US publishing rights, hardcover editions, paperback reprints, audiobooks, digital sales, and the number multiplies. Then came 1Q84. In the US alone, it debuted as a bestseller. Hardcover price around $25 to $30. Hardcover royalty rates are higher. Major authors often receive seven-figure advances from publishers, meaning before the book even hits shelves, they're getting paid in dollars, not yen, dollars. And here's where it gets serious. Murakami isn't just selling books once. His works are continuously reprinted, assigned in US universities, sold globally every year, licensed for foreign markets. That's recurring royalty income. That's asset income. Industry analysts estimate that globally best-selling literary authors of his level can generate tens of millions of dollars over a lifetime from book royalties alone, not including speaking engagements in the US, teaching positions at American universities, film adaptation rights, foreign licensing deals. This isn't quick money. This is compounding money. And here's what the wild part. Murakami didn't write with "how do I make $10 million" in mind. He wrote stories, built intellectual property. And intellectual property, that's paid in dollars for decades. Every year, people speculate about him winning the Nobel Prize in Literature. He's been a favorite for years, hasn't won. Does he care? Not publicly, because awards are validation. Assets are power. He already won the long game. Let's break it down. Murakami never wrote for money. So why did money follow him? Because he built IP, not income. He thought global, not local. He protected his creative energy. He practiced extreme discipline. He optimized for decades, not trends. He didn't monetize attention. He monetized depth, and depth compounds. Here's the part most people miss. Murakami writes about loneliness, about isolation, about people drifting in strange worlds. He wasn't building content. He was processing life. That authenticity, you can't fake it. Audiences feel it. And when people feel seen, they buy, they share, they stay. Money follows emotional resonance. If you're building something, you have two paths: chase income or build assets. Income pays you once, assets pay you forever. Murakami chose assets, books that sell decades later, stories that get reprinted, royalties that renew. That's freedom. Murakami never wrote for money, but money followed him because he built worlds, and the world paid him back. So here's the question for you. Are you chasing paychecks, or are you building something that lasts? If this story hit you, if it made you rethink income versus assets, hit that like button. Share this with someone chasing quick money, and subscribe, because on this channel, we don't just talk about money. We talk about building things that make money chase you. I'll see you in the